90th Ram, Angola, Finley.
Right, David Sellers.
Return is active on the 2017 Chevy Traverse, red in color, to Jacob Martinez out of Seymour, Lady.
1027 on him, please.
Clear.
Good evening, people. Welcome to Friday, the 18th. Time is 8:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to talk about Charlestown, Indiana, the discrimination against low-income people and senior citizen who's on fixed income. Okay, I've talked to a whole lot of people. It was on the Charlestown Facebook page that person showed me, Twitter, that Charlestown Mayor Treva, who's a Democrat, and the town council is Republican, is discriminating against senior citizens and low-income people like me and you. They said Charlestown is affordable rent places. What do you call affordable rent? Not $1,200, not $2,000. When I lived there, I paid $350 a month in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. Those houses are built in the 40s by our government. Our government, to this day, still owns a lease on it. It was a 100-year lease. If the United States was to get in a war, just think about it, people, that the government can come back and kick those people out of the Pleasant Ridge subdivision and the other property that they have a 100-year lease. But why is Mayor Treva and the city council discriminating against senior citizens and low-income people? It sounds like the Charlestown, Indiana City Council and the mayor doesn't want low-income people in the city of Charlestown. Let's go back when I lived there. You know Boss Hogg of Duke Hazard, how crooked he was. That's how the former mayor, Bob Hall, was. He got rid of the low-income people. The school up at the Pleasant Ridge subdivision is Jonathan Jennings School, the new one. I moved into that school when I was in the 6th grade. The old Jonathan Jennings was up on the square. That could have made apartments. It could have made business up on the square. Mayor Treva, I quote, you can go to their Facebook page and Twitter and all this. You see what she said, it was affordable. How can you say $1,200 to $2,000 a month affordable? It's not. $1,500 a month. The answer is no. So how is it affordable? I'll tell you some stuff that the landlords is doing with your tax dollars.
3011.
Section 8 is our tax dollars. They pay the landlord $1,200 a month. That's a fact. I've talked to landlords. One of the landlords I used to rent from, he said he gets $1,200 a month from Section 8. That's your tax dollars. Wherever you are on this planet in the United States, check into that. Let's go back to the former mayor. Anybody who made $48,000 back then or below was scumbags. I went to a meeting at what they call the OA&E Center up on Water Street. That used to be the Christian church. Under the bylaws, all people that were members of that church have to sign the papers. That never did happen. As a member of that church, I'm still one of the owners. There's other people that's never signed it, which is illegal under the bylaws of that Christian church and the Charlestown Christian Church on Level Street, which my blankety-blank brother didn't get all the members involved. And they sold that church without me and the other people knowing about it. It makes it illegal. You people that lives on a fixed income, you know what I'm talking about. Is that you can't afford it. That's how come we got homeless people all over the United States, because they can't afford $1,200 to $2,000 a month rent. That makes me mad. It should make you mad. No matter for Democrats or Republicans. In Charlestown, you got a Democrat mayor, and your city council is Republican under Jamie No People. I'm asking your people in Clark County, Indiana, you can vote for President Trump. But your county council and the other people who's on a Republican ticket is Jamie No Good Old Boys Club. Vote for the Democrats in Clark County, Indiana. Same thing in Scott County, Indiana. Vote for the Democrats. I'm a Democrat. What's going on in this world, it makes me mad, especially Charlestown. It makes me mad, and it's making God mad at them people. God is going to punish them. I know Treva done a lot for Charleston. She got more grant money to come in as of other mayors that we had there. I lived in Charlestown 65 years before that crooked mayor condemned them houses, blackmailed the landlords, blackmailed the homeowners. It ended up costing your taxpayers millions of dollars. The only one that got screwed is people like me who was renters. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset over this. It's time to stop that discrimination against low-income people in the city of Charlestown. They build apartments all over Charleston, $1,200 and up. Where's the $350 to $500 a month rent? Where's that? They're thieves. They're thieves. The landlords and the companies that's doing it are thieves. When is our government going to step in and stop that discrimination against us old people. I tell you, you all are not going to believe it, but you can check. Is it public information? I don't know. But the school, Jonathan Jennings, was in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision with low-income people, under 48,000. Down to 5,000 a year income. Well, those kids that went to Jonathan Jennings was best in basketball and everything else they did. They got rewards for being the best school. Since they got rid of people like us, nobodies, on fixed income, they don't have the low-income kids who's making A's and B's and C's and A's, and the best basketball team. The city of Charleston hates us because we're on low income. We're on fixed income. When's it going to stop? That makes me mad. I live in Charlestown 65 years because of the crooked mayor made me move. And I look on the internet, HUD, FHA, your banks, USDA. Find out which one is the best policy that I can afford that was in my budget between $800 to $900 a month. I went with USDA. I don't live in Charlestown anymore. What the mayor did, Bob Hall sold the water company to American Water or whatever, which to me is illegal. When the United States came in, they took the land. They had the deed. Somewhere Mayor Bob Hall had the deed. That deed ain't no good.
Just check to see if that's going to be they're allowed to be there.
You know how the government does. They break government things. And like that. You know how the government screwed the Indians. How they screwing us. They don't go by their contracts. And all this, like on the Indians, they screwed them.
377-0974. We'll take the brothers as well.
So, I want you all to think about it. I wasn't going to do anything until Sunday, until I start doing a Bob Joyce stream on his church service, where we have to believe in God. Put your faith in God, people. If I was rich, I would build low-income apartments, somewhere between $350 to $500 a month, to help you all senior citizens out. And make apartments like they got now, make it handicapped for the senior citizen and the homeless vets. What the city of Charlestown is doing is illegal. In my book, they discriminating against senior citizens and people who's on fixed income. So I want you all to help about it. Put it on your live stream. Do your homework. Because this is discrimination against us old people who's on fixed income and other people who's on fixed income. Charlestown, Indiana does not want us there. I know Charlestown is growing. And Clark County is crooked. I put a lien on the property I owned half of. But my dumb brother somehow got it to disappear and supposedly sold the house. But I got screwed out of $90,000+. And the stuff that I own. My brother broke into the house and stole a bunch of stuff. I made a police report. I went through all kinds of hot water. I explained everything. My brother broke in the house until I changed the locks. I had a copy of the will, death certificates. I had everything. I went to the courthouse in Clark County in Jezreelville, Indiana. The will was probated. For some reason, the will disappears from the courthouse records. Why is it? That shows me the corruption that is still going on to this day in Clark County, Indiana. I want you all to make comments. Let's help the people in Charlestown. And if the city council and the mayor really care about your people, and the stupid building inspector who is not qualified to be under the law, I want to see Indiana change it like Kentucky to be to be a building inspector or a plumber and so on in the state of Kentucky. You have to do so many houses and so many commercial property. On Indiana, you had to go to school. That I don't agree with. Because the building inspector of the city of Charlestown, I have inspected some of his houses that he passed and should not pass. Because I've done plumbing work, I help people build houses, I've done electric work back in the 70s when I worked for Windhorse Electric Company in Louisville, Kentucky, on Frankfort Avenue. If you all from Louisville remember Windhorse Electric Company. My father-in-law, who also worked there, Stepro, I think his name was Richard Stepro. And my ex-wife was Lynn Stepro, or Marilyn. I forget what her name was. That was back in the 70s. But people, if you're going to build your house, put a crawl space or a basement. And you all ask, why would you want a crawl space or a basement instead of a slab house? Okay, your water line, your sewer line is underneath that slab. Okay, if your water line breaks or your sewer line breaks, do you have $10,000 plus to dig underneath the house to replace your water line? Think about it, people. If you have a crawl space, you can get underneath there and fix your water line. If you have a basement, but people, safety for your family. I know a basement costs more money. Think about it. Do you love your children, your wife, your spouse? The safety. That's number one. Safety. Why aren't they building basements in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. I see when I made a road trip today to go to Charlestown on, I think it's Brownstown Road. They built some new houses with slabs in it. No crawl space. I hope you all got $10,000 plus in case that water line breaks. How do they put the foundations up? Do they have big screws that comes out of the concrete where you can screw your walls down to and so on? Think about it. I want you all to think about it. But what Charlestown is doing is breaking the law. They're discriminating against us because we're on low income. What Mayor Treva, who's a Democrat, and the Republican City Council is violating the discrimination laws. I'm not a lawyer. I'm on a fixed income like you. Where I live out in the country, I had to move because rent went up anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a month. With my budget, just like your people that's on low income, we can't afford $1,200, $2,000, $3,000 a month rent. We can't afford it. You people, our tax dollars is going for Section 8 housing. Those landlords in Charlestown, they get paid every month $1,200 or more a month for Section 8 housing. I don't agree with discrimination because we're on a low income. That tells you that the city council and Mayor Treva is discriminating against us low income people. I want you all send emails to the mayor. Why is she saying it's affordable? It's not affordable. She is lying to the people of Charlestown. I talked to a whole lot of people today. They saw that. They asked her, how's it affordable, $1,200, $1,500, $200, $2,000 a month rent when us low-income people, it's retarded on the fixed income, can't afford it? Why don't Charlestown want us old people to live in Charlestown? Why is it? Ask you that. Why hasn't the city council or the mayor got back to those people and asked them questions? See, it's upsetting me because of this. I don't care who those people are that is discriminating against the handicapped, senior citizens, and people on low income. I like to see the news media of Louisville, Kentucky, WAVE, WHS, WLKY, WDRB, do a story on it. Why are they discriminating against us old people, veterans, low-income people? That needs to be on the local media station. And I want you people to share this video. I'm giving you permission to share this. And there's lawyers out there that can help us senior citizens, low income. But I want to know why my tax dollars, your tax dollars, is paying $1,200 on Section 8 housing to these dumb, stupid landlords. I had at least 2 landlords. One of them was my landlord that I had. He told me that he's getting $1,200 or more a month from Section 8 housing. That's your tax dollars. That's our tax dollars. The city of Charlestown and Clark County and the landlord is discriminating against us old people and people who is on low income. See, I'm getting choked up over this. I'm asking you all to ask Mayor Treva of Charlestown. You can find the city of Charleston on Facebook, Twitter. Ask her these questions. Why is it you all said it's affordable when people who's on fixed income can't afford it? Answer the question, Treva. I grew up with her husband. We live on the same street on Oral Drive. Her husband's dad was in the military. You could say that his dad was like the CIA or something, whatever you call it in the military. Her husband, Ed Bars, B-Y-E-R-S, he ran for sheriff. He would have made a good sheriff, better than the crooked one we got now. Why is he using county vehicles, an old van? It looked like a 70 Ford van, pulling a black trailer with red and blue lights in there, transporting stolen goods from Jamie No. It's not over with. There's more people going to get arrested out of this. More people's going to get arrested. My sources through the investigation said Scotty Maples is going to be one to get arrested too because of theft and stuff like that of county property and so on. But wait and see. You're going to see that. But my main point right now is the city of Charlestown, Indiana. They're discriminating against low-income people, people who's on fixed income, veterans who's on fixed income, on the price of what rent costs. You got these new apartments going up. They're discriminating against us people. Those people that lived in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision, their kids are smart. They won basketball tournaments and everything else they did. But since they kicked those people out, they didn't get the recognition that they had when we, the people, lived in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. I want you all to send emails and ask them, why are you discriminating against low-income people? How is it affordable? It's not affordable, people. People like me, it's on fixed income between $800 to $900 a month. How can we afford rent there? We can't. You can go other places in Clark County. It's the same thing. Discriminating against us people who's on low income. I want you to share it. Make your comments. Because we had lawyers who used to live in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. We had nurses. We had doctors, police officers that went there. 2 police officers. I went to school with one. is the Ennis family. Don Ennis and Jim Ennis. They lived there. They both was police officers. You got good people on the planet. You got some bad. But it's time to stop it. Let's make America great again. Let's make Charlestown great again. Let's make God great again. Put your faith in God. Let's help these low-income people. Because you stupid landlord, God is going to punish your landlords and the people who build those apartments. Because you're charging $1,200 or more a month rent. That's illegal. That's price gouging. All 50 states' laws got a law on the books for price gouging. You people in all 50 states, look it up in your state on price gouging. The price of gasoline is going up. 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents a gallon. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Truth and justice for all. That's what I stand for. Truth and justice for all people of the planet. I'm asking you, with God's help, the things that I need, I can't afford because I live on a budget. I need a new laptop. I'm going to give you my post office box. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. The PayPal account is Thomas Cartwright Sr. The Cash App is Tom Cartwright 4375 is the Cash App. I'm asking you and God's help. People says I need what they call a gaming computer. That's over $1,000.
Clear, thank you.
People said I need anywhere from 1 to 2 gigabytes of hard drive. I need the best graphics card. I need over 128 RAM or whatever the highest you can get on a laptop. I'm asking for your help. Since I'm using my iPhone, I can use a computer and use StreamYard. You all know what StreamYard is. I can share videos. I can share Charlestown City Council meetings. I can share other videos to bring you the truth and justice for all. And I want to thank you all subscribers. And they have got me up so-and-so. I need 1,000 subscribers. 500 to 1,000 subscribers. I don't get any money from YouTube. I'm a senior citizen between $800 to $900 a month budget that I have to live on. The people that's on fixed income has to live on a budget. We got homeless people and homeless veterans that can't afford to pay rent because you're looking at $1,200 up to $3,000 a month. That's how come we got homeless people. I want you all to think about who pays for Section 8 housing. It's our tax dollars. It's your tax dollars. It's paying for it. These landlords, you got some good landlords, you got some slum landlords all over the planet. There's a property about 2 doors up. That slum landlord passed away over a year ago. You people that live in Scott County know Tex Murphy. The grass up there where he used to put soybeans, probably 6 foot tall. You got senior citizen lives next door. You're gonna have like rats, snakes. They haven't done nothing to it. That is wrong. Respect your neighbors. Cut that grass, the Tex Murphy family. You just like your family. You don't care about us low-income people. Bush hog it. I'm going to do a video, people. I'm going to show you how tall this is. To let you know truth and justice for all. I know if you live in the city, you got to keep your grass cut, or you can be fine. But out in the country, it's farmland. But like the Murphy family, they letting it grow up in weeds. They need to bush hog it. Keep your wild animals, your rats, your mice, your groundhogs, and all that. You need to cut that property there on County Line Road. About, I think the address, don't quote me, is 114, I believe, West County Line Road, Underwood. That needs to be cut. There's senior citizens that lives next door that got health problems. They seen rats, they seen groundhogs, they seen other animals. They've seen snakes. It's coming on their property. You're responsible for that, the Murphy family. I wish I had a big tractor with a bush hog on it. I would cut it for free to make my neighbors happy. I'm asking you all, if you know the family, complain to them. Complain to them. Keep the grass cut. Or like I told Tex Murphy before he passed away over a year ago, why don't you rent it out to farmers where they can get the hay or the straw? Then you can plant your soybeans. You still make money. But we people who has farm animals, stuff, we need the straw. We need the hay. Think about it, people. The Tex Murphy family in Scott County, I guess that's where you live, you need to cut it. Bush hog it. I'm going to do a video of it and show the people that property, how tall it is. It's over 5 feet tall with weeds and grass. It's a fire hazard. It's a fire hazard, people. If somebody happened to throw a cigarette out, that'll catch it on fire. It'll burn the house next door to that property, their garage, their automobile. They are reliable. The Tex Murphy family is liable. That's only my opinion as a person who stands up for truth and justice. I know some of you, I got trolls out there, which every YouTube channel got trolls. That's okay. But God will punish your trolls. God will punish your bad people. God works in mysterious ways. So put your faith in God, people. That's what I'm asking. Put your faith in God. That's what's wrong with this planet. We lost our faith in God. Those people in Washington, D.C., your Congress, your Senate, and your judges, they don't got their faith in God anymore. You know, if we threaten to kill a president, we'd be in jail. Go back months ago when President Biden said we need to take out President Trump. That's a threat, people. That's a threat. Back in July, Trump was shot. God spared him. God spared President Trump. Okay, in Florida, this guy tried to kill Trump on the golf course. And the DOJ released paperwork where this guy tried to kill President Trump, offered $150,000 to kill Trump. That's a threat against a former president. That's illegal. In my book, as freedom of speech, that is illegal. If you and me threaten a president or president candidate, where we will be? We'd be in jail. How come President Biden's not in jail? I don't care if he's the president. He threatened President Trump. Okay. President Trump done something about the border wall. Well, Biden and Harris stopped it. Harris said she would get the border wall back. That's a lie. That is a completely lie to your people. I'm a Democrat. That pisses me off. Even as vice president can ask President Biden, let's get the border wall back up. No. Did she do it? No, she didn't. So she's lying to y'all. I'm asking your people in Clark County, Indiana, to vote for President Trump. That I want you to do. But for Clark County, vote Democrat for the other people. Your county council, your judges, vote Democrat. The governor of Indiana, who's a Democrat, is running for Democrat. Vote for that Democrat. Why? Because the Republican government that we got right now, those people there in Indianapolis, Indiana, listen to us. They voted to make American marijuana legal, medical marijuana legal. The governor of Indiana vetoed it. And we, the people of Indiana, want that. Look how much state and federal tax dollars would come in. Indiana wouldn't know what to do with that much money coming in on taxes, state and federal. For medical marijuana, you got to get a marijuana doctor's card for it. There's people who got cancer as using marijuana and gummy bears, CBD gummy bears. You know, I want you to think about it. Think about it. Look what Jamie Noel is doing. Look at the Republicans in Clark County doing. Look at the Republicans in Scott County doing. They're all Jamie no good old boys. Look at Charlestown Cemetery Council. They're Republican. Jamie no good old boys. But I'm asking for your all's help. You can go on Facebook and see where the mayor, Treva, whatever her last name is, I can't remember. She's been a good mayor. I got to applaud her for being a good mayor. She said it's affordable housing. She lied to us people. There's a few people that ask her, where is it affordable? You got senior citizens and people on fixed income and can't afford rent. Where is that reasonable? You know, Mayor Treva did not get back to those people. It's made a comment, I believe, on Facebook, emails, that she never gave a comment back on it. I ask you why. I lived in Charlestown 65 years under a bunch of mayors. What Treva is doing is good, but when she's not answering that we the people of Charlestown, where is that reasonable for people of fixed income and low income? That's what we need to know. If I was rich, I would buy some properties and have rent between $350 to $500 to get the good people back in Charlestown. You know, Charleston had good people. They had doctors, they had lawyers, they had nurses, and had a good nurse. I think her name is Joanna, worked for Dr. Goodman. She was born up in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. You had other people who came nurses that lived in the Pleasant Ridge subdivision. I'm asking you all, go to that Facebook page for Charlestown and read the comments where she said it is affordable. And she never did get back to those people how it's affordable for we the people who's on fixed income, our veterans who's on fixed income, our senior citizens on fixed income. They can't afford $1,200 to $3,000 a month rent. I want you all to think about it. I'm thinking about your people. Your rights as a citizen. Your rights to live on a fixed income. Why is the city of Charlestown discriminating against us because we're on a fixed income? Why do they want rich people living in Charlestown? Why is our landlords charging $1,200 or more a month rent? You got a bunch of landlords like Brown, Woods, Gregory's charging over $1,200 a month. You had good people that was working and supporting the family. They can't afford $1,200 to $3,000 a month rent. Just think about it. God does not like it, people. God is going to punish you somehow or another. You don't have your faith in God. You're stealing from the American people. You're stealing our tax dollars for Section 8 housing. You people knows what is smarter than me. I'm asking for your all's help to help me out to get a new laptop. I know money's tight. That's how come I put my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. Well, you can help me get the money to get me a new laptop. I need a new riding lawnmower. You said, why a new one? Because it's under warranty. That anything goes wrong with it, the warranty will cover it. I'm asking you all to help me out and help the people who's on fixed income. Put your faith in God. When you go to church, you believe in God. Some of you, when you walk out the church doors, you go back to the devil. God does not want that. He wants you to believe in God 24/7, 365 days a year. Read the Bible. I don't have a Bible. Thanks to my brother stealing my Bible and stealing some of my tools, stealing my TV, stealing my clothes, stealing my gold bars, my silver dollars that I got in elementary school. Let me tell you about that. Between the first grade and the sixth grade, we children got silver dollars for not missing any days of school every semester. If you didn't miss any days, the first, second, for the whole year, you got 3 silver dollars. I had 18 of them in a safety deposit box that my dad had. It was put there where I could use it later on. I had gold bars, silver bars, Kennedy $50, Mercury dimes, Buffalo nickels. I had Series E bonds that I got when I was in the military. I got a life insurance. I bet 2-1 my brother, Robert Wesley Cartwright, cashed that in. I willing to bet 2-1. Stole my money. I didn't sign the house to sell it. My brother owned me half of the money. It was in the will. The will came up missing from the courthouse. My brother had me arrested to get me out of the house where I had the proof for it. I had a copy of the will that who can ever afford it has to buy the other 2 people out. He never did that. It was still Mom and Dad's name when they died. He never transferred it to his name, which his name was Robert Wesley Cartwright. Dad's name was Robert Stephen Cartwright. He sold the house. Did he tell? That's what I've heard. I can't prove it. That house has asbestos in it. It has lead paint in it. Did he tell the person who bought the house? I think maybe from Salisbury, maybe. I'm not sure on it. It has lead paint. It has asbestos on it. I showed you a video. It got like white asbestos rock or shingles on the outside of the house. That's asbestos, people. You can get sick on it. It had radon heat, radon in the house. That'll make you sick. It has lead paint in it. It has old wiring in the house.
Boyd County advising a ATV 1050 PI. They do not have extent of injury.
So why would your people who lives at 118 Oral Drive, it has asbestos in the basement. Go down to the basement and look at the wrap around some of those pipes. Look on the outside of your house. That's asbestos. You can get sick. Then my brother, supposedly, if he sold the house, did he advise the person supposedly that bought the house? Legally, he don't own the house. I own 50% of the house. I never signed any paperwork to it. The will disappeared from the courthouse. That's how crooked the courthouse is in Clark County. Paperwork came up missing. And I want your old people out there, be wary of my brother, Robert Wesley Cartwright, his girlfriend, wife, whatever the crazy woman is, Jeannie, or some of you might know her back from the CB radio, Squirrel. They live in Lexington, Indiana, in Scott County. Be wary of those people. You people in the VFW or the American Legion, don't let her or my brother control of the money. Your money will come up missing. The United States Marine Corps, I want to tell you about it. From 1964 to 68, my brother stole a rifle. I guess what you call it, the M1, that you could put the thing on it, shoot hand grenades and smoke bombs from it. He stole. He stole some other stuff from the United States between 1964 and 68. He went to Paris Island, just like I did. Campbell in June. Then he went to Vietnam. Probably got a few of those ladies pregnant over in Vietnam. He was a sergeant in the Marines. His MOS was a mechanic until he went to Vietnam. He became a tank commander. Was it 4 tanks to a platoon? I can't remember. Your veterans who's in the Army and Marine Corps is in charge of tanks. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's foot riding. No, I ain't gonna show you my feet. I got my socks on. But people, I'm griping. Griping about Charlestown, Indiana, and the landlords in Charlestown, Indiana, that is discriminating. It's not affordable rent, like Mayor Treva said. Why won't she answer the question that people put on their Facebook? People showed me that. I don't have Facebook because they violate our First Amendment rights. If you put something about the Democrats, they kicked it off. But I know quite a few people have asked Mayor Treva about the senior citizen home, the people who's on fixed income. How is it affordable if they're on fixed income? To this day, the mayor of Charlestown, or none of the city council who's a Republican, but the mayor is a Democrat. Why have they not answered that? I want you to make comments on it. Let me know. I know there's landlords out there that watch my videos. I know there's lawyers. You know, I'm asking you all. Our tax dollars is used for Section 8 housing. They pay them landlords in Charlestown, maybe other places on the planet. They pay $1,200 a month or more on Section 8 housing. That's our tax dollars. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with your dumb blankety blank landlords charging $1,200, $2,000 a month, especially the landlord I had. He was a good landlord. His wife is a good landlord. His daughter is very sweet. But her dad, in my book, is an a-hole, charging $1,200 or more rent. I hate people like that. People, if I was a millionaire, I would buy houses in Charlestown, build apartments in Charlestown, rent them out between $350 to $500 a month for your low-income people. So I want to thank you all for watching. You got my post office box. You got my PayPal account. You got my Cash App where I need help to get me a new laptop. I need a new laptop. 1 to 2 gigabytes of memory. I need the best RAM I could get, the highest RAM I could get in a laptop. I need the best graphics card where I can share more things on my YouTube channel, where I can download DaVinci, where I can upload and do what you do with DaVinci. So I want to thank you all. Subscribe to my channel. I stand for truth and justice for all the people on the planet. You know, I don't like crooked politicians lining their pockets and not care about us low-income people. People who's on fixed income that can't afford $1,200 up to $3,000 a month. We low-income people can't do it. You heard the Democrats telling that Trump did not help any people buy their first home buyer homes. I tell you for a fact, people, that's a blankety blank lie. I'm a first-time home buyer. President Trump helped me get my first home buyer house. Thank you, President Trump, for being honest with we the people on this planet. You know, I wrote other presidents emails, Democrats and Republicans. They didn't get back to me. And when I sent President Trump an email when I'm trying to buy me a house, I never expect to hear back from President Trump, but I knew President Trump was an honest person and he cared about us, no matter if we're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or what religion you on. He sent me an email. I explained everything in detail to him. He said he was going to send it to the appropriate agency. Well, a few days later, I got a call from Indianapolis, Indiana. That person's boss is the president. And I told that person the problems I'm having with my vouchers. Within a few days, people, I walked to the post office to save gas. Because I had a big Suburban SUV that wasn't too good on gas mileage. I walked to the post office. I opened it up. I had my first voucher. The first voucher was 45 days. Second one was 30 days. The third one was 30 days. So I called my real estate agent. I think the company was Bridge Real Estate. I forget the real estate agent. He didn't know too much about the V8, HUD, USDA, and stuff like that. But he got education. That real estate agent helped me out to get my house here where I live in Underwood, Indiana. But neighbors is great. The people in Scott County is polite. They try to help you out, even if you're a senior citizen. No matter if it's a dollar store, Family Dollar store, the JC store. That's what I like about the JC store in Scottsburg. They're very polite people. They ask you if you need anything. Did you find everything? Do you need help to take your groceries out to your vehicle? They try to help you out. That's what I like about people in Scott County, Indiana. They're better than some of the people in Clark County. I got another complaint. The Family Dollar store in Charlestown. They don't have enough help. Don't ask me why. I don't know if they can't get along with the manager or they don't pay enough. I'll tell you something that happened to me a couple weeks ago. I went there to get me some cat treats. The door was locked because they had a truck come in to unload stuff because they didn't have enough help to keep somebody at the cash register. Why is it Family Dollar store? They do not have enough help at the Family Dollar store in Charlestown, Indiana. I'm asking your people. I'm asking the Family Dollar store corporate or the Dollar Tree. Why don't they have help? We got the Family Dollar store in Scottsburg, Indiana that shut down, went out of business. But since they live in Scott County and have to drive to Charlestown, they would be making the same amount of money. Because the gasoline it would take them to drive to Charlestown. I've been told that they can go to Charlestown, but they're not going to make the same amount of money. You know, that's only my opinion. You people that live in Clark County, Charlestown, Indiana, Family Dollar store needs help. If you need a job, go to apply to the Family Dollar store there in Charlestown. Well, since it's in the city, they call it Market Street, but it's Highway 3. So go there and put your application in. It's getting close to Christmas. I know you all need money to get your kids something for Christmas. That'll help you out. So I'm asking your people that lives in Clark County, Indiana, go to the Family Dollar store in Charlestown, Indiana. Put your application in. You please do that. God wants you to do that. God wants you to help your kids out. Don't ask me what they pay by the hour.
45.58.
I'm asking you all people out there, put your faith in God. I want you to share this video on your YouTube channel about my complaints that's going on in Charlestown, Indiana. How they're discriminating against senior citizens. They want people who's rich who live there. They don't want people who's on fixed income. They don't want senior citizens who's on fixed income. That's discrimination. It's against federal law, in my book. So I want to thank you all in the comments. Yeah, it's Foot Fetish Friday and Yoakum. Yoakum the third is kin to Dwight Yoakam. You all know who Dwight Yoakam is. I believe he's a country singer. And I'll be back live Sunday between 7 and 9 p.m. of Bob Joyce preaching. Because I believe in God. I believe in Bob Joyce, whoever he is. You can watch his music service that he has. I shared it twice, his music, and talk about playing his music. I didn't get a copyright by YouTube, the strike. I didn't get that. But I did get a copyright from Elvis Presley. So I leave it up to you. But Bob Joyce, just like me, wants to put your faith into God and believe in God. Listen to his sermon that I share on Sundays. You know, look how he's dressed. You know, I like preachers like him. You don't have to dress up in a suit and tie. You can wear blue jeans, bib overalls, and go to his church in Benton, Arkansas. If you all happen to take a vacation, go to Benton, Arkansas, stop in at his church service. Get there early where you get in there and get a good seat. Listen to him preach the gospel of God.
No, I just thought they offered. No, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
I want you to do that for me. I know some of you don't believe in God. That's what's wrong with this planet. God wants you to fight, fight, fight. Make God great again in America. Make God great again. Let's make America great again by putting your faith into God. So, I want to say goodbye and thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you can help me get a new computer where I can use StreamYard. Don't forget to watch Megan Fox, the writer, the Umbrella Guy for Public Safety, the DUI guy, MG Law, the Expert, and RD on the Scene, Kern County Crime Watchers, White T-Shirt Media. Go watch him. Like RD on the Scene. He's like like an auditor or a TV station. He brings your car wrecks, house fire, police pursuits, like A1 Media, White T-Shirt Media. They bring your stuff where your people in California don't get to see it on the local news unless they buy it from those people there in Bakersfield, California. I want to thank you all on the planet, UK, Russia, Vietnam, Australia, no, where y'all on the planet. I want to thank you all for subscribing. Anybody can do a YouTube channel. Don't be afraid. I subscribe to everybody's YouTube channel to help you get subscribers. Some of you been on for months and years. You can do a YouTube channel. I want to give you some ideas who has family, got kids and grandkids. Do a video, you and your spouse, on your family medical history. Heart attacks, strokes, and so on. Your medical history, where your kids will know what their family history, medical history is. 'Cause your children and grandkids will inherit you and your spouse's medical condition. They have the right to do it. You know, I want you all to do that. And people, can your food. Grow your food in your garden. Can your food. 'Cause if you can your food, it's better than what you get in the grocery store. Check your local laws. See if you can have chickens and roosters. If you live in the city. Country, you'd be okay with chickens and roosters. Have your fresh eggs. By having your own chickens, your eggs will taste better than what you get in the grocery store. That's a fact, people. Like I fed my chickens watermelon, cantaloupe, apples, fruit, grapes, tomatoes. But the eggs you get in the grocery store, people, listen to this. Use common sense. Use the input. You don't know what they feed those chickens. You don't know how old those eggs are by the time it gets to the store. Just think about it. Check your local laws on having chickens and roosters. If you live in the city, check your local laws on chickens. And make sure you build a good cage and got the big, heavy-duty wire where your raccoons can't tear the cheap wire out. Get the heavy-duty wire. Fix it up where you can get the eggs out of the back of it and take your fresh eggs out. You'd be surprised how better those eggs would be better for you than what you get in the grocery store. Ask your grandmas if they're still alive. Cook your own bread, or if you got some Amish people that lives close to you, buy some old-fashioned bread. And if you got people who has honey in your neighborhood, it's from where you live. Buy honey from where you live. It's better for you. Make some homemade bread. Can your corn, can your tomatoes, your applesauce, your apple butter, stuff like that. Your corn, your green bean, can it. You know what you're putting in it. You can go look on the internet and see how to do it. Or YouTube, you got videos how to learn how to can your food. Because the price of groceries is going up in the grocery store. You have a garden. You don't have to use fertilizer in your garden. My grandpa, he used to bury his food like potato peels, banana peels, stuff like that. That was his fertilizer in his garden. And leaves, and all that. That's fertilizer. That's natural fertilizer. So, thank you. So, goodbye. I see you Sunday.